Welcome to Pickpocket Pod. My name's Cameron.
I'm Josh.
We are the co-owners of Pickpocket Games, a company trying to make games so you can share with anybody. And we're here in person at PAX Unplugged.
It's crazy.
To give you guys an update together in person about all things Pickpocket, Thieves Market, Lodge, but also we're at PAX Unplugged. What are you excited for at PAX Unplugged, Josh?
This is my second favorite show of the year. PAX Unplugged is one of the few shows I actually get to play a few games. I'm playtesting a bunch of games. I'm very excited about that. My family's here, which is really exciting. That'll be fun. The thing I'm most excited about game-wise, so I work for Restoration Games, and we have a game coming out called Unmatched Adventures Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I love this game already. It's a big reason I wanted to work with Restoration originally, is the Unmatched games. And then Unmatched Adventures, it's a modular fighting game. It's awesome. Doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and seeing it come to life, this game I have loved so much, and this is the first time people will be playing more of it. We've got a bunch of demos happening of it.
To see it in person, yeah.
I'm really excited to see people actually interact with it more and play it more. That just feels really special, and I'm excited about that.
Unmatched Adventures is fantastic. Everybody should play it if you haven't already, even if you don't really like Unmatched. I kind of bounced off original Unmatched, and Adventures is where it's at. Co-op, was not expecting to like it. It's so good.
And this is...
Turtles is like the perfect
such
IP.
a good job with this.
Yeah.
Especially playing 4 players, because there's such good synergy between the Turtles.
Yeah.
Playing against it, I think it's brilliant. I think the way they brought this together is so well done, with attention to the license and IP in a way that is just really special. I love it.
Subtle
What about
restoration.
you?
Restoration plug.
Yeah. What about you? What are you most excited about?
Cons, I intentionally like going into cons blind. I'm a big fan of just the discovery aspect of conventions. I find a whole lot of games from a whole lot of random indie small publishers that I've never heard of, or even big publishers that I have heard of. I like trying to just find something that I wasn't expecting. So I am just looking forward to the hunt and the search for something that I don't know about.
That is always fun.
I'm flying blind. I don't know about who's releasing what this year, or what's coming out, or what people are excited about. I'm just going to walk through the hall and see what we discover. We don't have a booth this year, which is nice. It gives me time to do that. Usually I don't have time to do that at cons because it's so busy, but PAX will be a little bit better to just take some time to demo things and see what people are playing. Also, Blood on the Clock Tower. Always got to shout out Blood on the Clock Tower. Always doing that at every convention I can, every opportunity there is. Love Blood on the Clock Tower, and cons are the best place for ridiculous 20-person games.
Yeah.
I got invited to a game last night, and I was like, no, it's too late. I can't do it. I'm jet lagged. I'm tired.
That's how I know you're tired. If you said no to Blood.
No to Blood.
And it wasn't 4 a.m. Yeah. One thing I do want to just highlight, and I know we've already talked about them, but we want to highlight our partners at Luma.
Yeah.
Again, Luma is our partner for distribution. Essentially, they're our inroad for
English
distribution.
language all over the place, yeah.
They have a booth here, and Thieves Market is in the booth. And
Thieves Market.
It's too late for you to see this and respond to it, but it's still a really cool highlight. This is the first time for me where a game that I've been this involved in has been at a
convention.
Yeah. And I know for you, because you've done design and development on games that have been at shows. This, for me, it's the first time, but it's got to be cool.
I mean, this is
seeing this.
Our baby, right? This is our product that we have been spearheading, which is very different from just doing dev on a game or design on a game. So yeah, this is Pickpocket's debut at a con.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're physically here. We don't have a booth, but having Thieves Market on a booth. You sent a picture of it to me yesterday, and I got so excited. I was like, this is so surreal to see.
Very special
our
moment.
Game taking up a whole lot of shelf space too. Thanks, Luma. Appreciate ya.
Big fans.
So that brings us to Thieves Market. We'll do a quick update on Thieves Market, but what you're really here for, and probably what I'm gonna make the clickbaity title and thumbnail of this video, is to check out. Oh my goodness, the PPCs of Lodge are here. They made it just in time for PAX Unplugged. We're gonna be unboxing all of these, showing off everything that's gonna come in these copies. Get excited for the Kickstarter. But first, quick update, Thieves Market. We are where are we at on fulfillment, Josh, of the Thieves Market campaign?
So, great news. Everything has shipped. So, if you purchased Thieves Market as a part of the Kickstarter, or if you're in Canada and you purchased it through Board Game Bliss, everything has shipped. That doesn't mean everything has arrived at your house, especially if you're in Canada. You probably have not seen those products yet.
They'll be close. By the time this goes live, If you're in the US, you probably already have your copy. If you're in Canada, you may already have your copy. It'll be, everything has left from our warehouse and is en route to all the different people everywhere. So
yeah, there are select game stores that got some early releases who have already put the product out on shelves, but for the most part, the distribution rollout, it's a soft launch for Thieves Market, which just means stores are allowed to opt in and purchase Thieves Market and put it on a shelf starting next week. However, we didn't have a big marketing push behind it because, to be totally blunt, we didn't think that fulfillment would be done this quick and that we'd be able to hit a holiday timeline for distribution launch.
We did not think it would be on store shelves this year.
Yeah.
Absolutely not. We thought next year maybe.
We weren't anticipating to sign with such great partners that were ready to get us on shelves quickly. So Luma has helped with that, and there will be stores that will be carrying Thieves Market. If you want to order Thieves Market through your local game store and support your local game store, I highly recommend that you ask them if they can place an order for Thieves Market. You can always tell them, because it is in stock here, you can always tell them it's available through ACD distribution. If your game store says they don't know how to find pickpocket products, you can always tell them ACD distribution carries all pickpocket products. Okay.
If for some reason they don't order from ACD, they can reach out directly to us and we can send them orders as well. So, if you're looking for it and it's not on your store's shelf, just ask. Game store owners are always down. They're excited when somebody comes in and wants something. So, if you come in and say, I want Thieves Market, they'll find it for you. That's Thieves Market. Let's get into what people are here for, which is unboxing the pre-production copies of Lodge, PPCs. These are pre-productions. There's a couple things that'll be different in the final versions. This is partially for us to look at these copies and say, oh, that didn't quite turn out how we liked, or there needs to be a little shift here or an adjustment there, making sure that everything's perfect before we are going to mass production. So these are very, very near final, but again, a couple things might slightly change by the time you get your copy and it's on Kickstarter. But this has everything. This has all the custom pieces, all the custom trays, some of the extra tidbits in the Deluxe that we haven't even talked about publicly yet. Everything is here. You're going to get to see it all.
With a few exceptions, and that's just art-related stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So there are a few assets we held back that you won't see for probably a few more weeks, and we'll slowly use that in some of the marketing and stuff like that. It's super cool.
You'll see it all on the Kickstarter page. Yeah. It's all going to be there. There's some art that wasn't quite finished yet, but most of it, I think this has 80 to 90% of the art in the box. So.
Absolutely. Can I start by showing something I'm really proud of how it turned out about the box specifically? So, the box
is the Lodge box. Yep. Show it off.
This is Lodge. It is a full wrap illustration.
Yeah.
So we had a few challenging obstacles that were really fun to overcome. The hardest part about this box was actually a small thing, and it was the smoke.
Yeah.
And the reason being that I really, really wanted the smoke to wrap in a very unique way.
Might be easier.
And the way the smoke wraps, because it hits the corner, it not only wraps to the side on the right, it also wraps to the top. That was a very challenging thing to get done.
To make it happen right, and it turned out really great on these copies. So
I'm super happy with it. I think it looks excellent. And the full wrap is super fun. I love the fact that we pulled the snow into the sky on the bottom and the sky into the sky on the top.
Yep.
I think that was very clever. I love the way it came out. I couldn't be happier with it.
A lot of thought into how is this going to look on a shelf, both on a game store shelf, we want the cover to be stunning when it's on a game store shelf, but also on your shelf. Most people aren't storing their games cover out. If you are, that's great. I love storing games that way when I can. But we put a lot of thought into just what are the sides of these boxes look like? How can we frame them so that they look like really nice individual illustrations, even though they are part of the whole illustration. We've intentionally framed certain pieces. And then we've got the Deluxe box.
Boy, did the Deluxe box come out nice too.
So we haven't really talked about this. This might be the first time you're seeing this. The Deluxe box, we did an alternate nighttime version of the cover. All the people have gone inside. You'll see their silhouettes kind of in the windows. And there's some animals out in the snow.
Yep.
You can see kind of the glow coming out into the snow.
That one's hiding there, a little sneaky deer.
And we've got snowfall. There's a blizzard has kind of hit the lodge here in the night, so everybody's gone inside to stay warm.
The inspiration for this variant cover, the artist and I spent a lot of time talking about what we wanted this to actually feel like, and I hope this translates. We watched the first 3 minutes or so of the Charlie Brown Christmas special when the kids are ice skating and the snow starts to fall, and that is the inspiration for the feel of this cover.
Just the way that snowfall's coming down in front of everything.
Leslie did a beautiful job. And we did the same thing where we wrap ground to sky and sky to sky. I think Leslie absolutely outdid himself with this illustration.
Oh, and the pink lettering is just so fun on that dark, deep purple. Yeah, it turned out great. Let's start. We're gonna dive into retail first.
Let's do it.
So you can get like a good grasp of what's different between retail and deluxe.
I have not seen the inside of the deluxe box outside of the tokens, so I don't. A lot of this is even new to me. I am very excited.
All right, we're gonna start with the retail edition. We've got our box cover here. We've got our rule book. We kept this at the same size as our Thieves Market rule book. Nice and small, easy to hold in your hand. Pretty concise. Like the core rules for this game are only about 6 pages out of this rule book.
Yeah.
The rest is like, here's components, here's credits. There's a little amenity reference on the back just to explain how some of the amenities work in case you're confused. But the core rules are, again, I think it's only six pages, which we're really, really happy with.
Yeah.
There'll also be a rules video. There's going to be a spot here for the QR to that rules video that we're doing with Covray, right? Yeah. Really excited about that. Diving in deeper, I've already punched all this. You're going to punch all your punch board out, but we've thought really hard about how you're going to store your stuff and what makes the most sense utility-wise for this game. You've got a big, giant drawstring bag that's going to store all your room tiles. Get some of those out here.
And a big bag for the customers as well.
All kinds of room tiles. There are 5 different colors of room tiles in this game, with I think 10 different illustrations across those 5 colors.
This looks so.
Then we've got the smaller
good.
drawstring bag for your customer tokens. Let's grab some stuff out. We can kind of set it up how it would be set up.
I love
Couple
this.
plastic bags to store the components that are not going in your drawstring bags. We've got the amenity tiles.
I will note, like, this is still a pre-production copy.
Yeah.
So there's a few things you'll see here that are not going to be in final, but also the feel of this isn't quite the exact feel as final. And that's one of those things we care a lot about, is the textures and feel of our products.
Let's just set this up. Let's do it. This is like the main centerpiece of your game. This is the draft that's going to be happening, is this custom sliding tray that you're going to put out in the middle of the table. It's got a slight angle to it, so hopefully you can kind of see the tiles well. And you'll put this little ski lift token right next to it. And then you will draw tiles to fill out your display. So they'll just go in here. And what this display, we wanted this to be both a great organizer for your game on the table. It helps organize things into their different rows, but also it is functional. And in Lodge, there's this sliding mechanic that happens with the tiles as you're playing the game. So whenever a row in this display completely clears, like this bottom row has cleared here, you're actually going to grab the tray by the little tabs up here and slide all the tiles down. Josh mentioned this is a pre-production copy, so you'll notice one of the tiles kind of fell off there. We're going to make some slight adjustments to this mold to make sure that these ridges hold those tiles more firmly in place. But again, that core mechanic that we loved so much when Peter pitched it to us the first time is this sliding mechanism where tiles are going to fall to different floors. And we really wanted to have that physically happen. Rather than you having to slide the tiles, you get to have this fun moment of pick up the tray and watch them fall. This gravity mechanic.
Also, neither of us are fans of fiddly things and things that are hard to pick up and interact with. So Cameron was super intentional about how this tray was designed so that you can push into either side of where the rooms are, and it will pop
really
up
easy,
the room itself. So you can just pick it up by pushing down and pulling up.
It's very easy to grab out of the tray. You're not fiddling, like Josh said. Shout out to Black Magic Trays, the company we worked with to design this tray. They really went above and beyond in just really understanding the core vision for how this tray was going to operate and the functionality it needed to have and the sizing it needed to have to make sure that everything worked perfectly. It came out great. As Josh is showing here, you're also going to set up, you'll have a customer display down here, you'll put the bag for that nearby, you'll put the room bag nearby, and then everybody's going to get one of these lovely little elevator tiles.
Which came out so nice.
Everyone will also get...
I have a fun fact about some of the illustrations here.
Yes, let's do it.
So every illustration that is inside the lodge itself, whether it's the elevator tile, the room tile, amenities that are inside the lodge, every single one will either have a window that peeks out or a painting that looks outside, with one exception. In an amenity, there's one exception to that rule, which we can talk about later and why that is. But for the most part, we wanted everything to still be in view, either directly or indirectly, of the mountain that people are skiing on.
We're in the Swiss Alps. We want you to feel like you're in the Swiss Alps.
Even here on this elevator tile, we have a painting,
one little painting.
that you can just barely see. There's the mountain in the background. Okay, that's all. I just love that. The little details, I think,
that's
are so
your
fun.
starting elevator. You're also going to get this little valet. I love how this illustration came out.
Yeah.
I'll put it up real close here. This is the valet, our poor valet, who looks as if he's pushing in a cart that's been way overloaded by some family that's trying to get in out of the snow, and I hope they tip him well. So everybody can get their little valet. That'll be where you have a reserved customer that is yours and yours alone.
Reserved customers just
We've got
sit
these
there.
lovely, chunky wooden first player token of a poor skier who had a little bit of a whoopsie and ended up face down in the snow.
Haven't even.
And then these
that's
refresh
so good.
tokens that everybody will get one of, or two if you're playing a two-player game, that you'll be able to use to manually refresh the display. If you really need a tile to fall to a certain level, you'll turn in your refresh token and force it to fall. Just this lovely little bell.
Oh, they've got good weight to them too. These are wooden components. These are the only wooden components, which it was hard to price this in such a way that we could make this a retail edition that's more affordable and still include wooden components. We could have made these chipboard, but we thought it was really important to have some of these more tactile, heavier pieces. So I think they came out beautifully, and I think it's well worth the cost to include these in the game. So I hope you love them.
And just to be clear, this is the retail edition. Everything you're seeing here is going to be in the retail box, and it is $40. And that includes the custom wood, all of this punch board, the drawstring bags, and more importantly, this lovely custom sliding tray included in the retail edition. You're always going to get to have that fun gravity falling moment. And then last but certainly not least, we've got these lovely amenities that you'll set somewhere in the display. Josh, did we make a table hog? We might have made a table hog.
Listen, somebody had
You'll
to
have
do
a
it.
little display of 4 amenities.
It would help
These
if
all
we were
have
on a
different
table that
art.
was flat.
And different kind of scoring goals that you're trying to accomplish, that you can choose to grab amenities and say, oh, this amenity wants me to have 3 green rooms in a column, or 3 of the same color in this shape, or I want 2 customers next to this. All kinds of different stuff for extra points. Some of them can get really difficult, and it is going to be on you to decide how many amenities do I want to take, how hard of a game do I want to put on myself to try and score those extra points. So there are 21 amenities in the game, which is a lot of variability. Typically, players end up taking anywhere from 2 to 4. I've even seen 5 on occasion in a single game. They all have different illustrations. They all turned out stunning. Very excited about those.
Yeah, and there's even more coming. Even more illustrations and cool variations of those coming down the
road. So this is the retail edition, all set up on the table.
Let's look at the deluxe edition.
Let's look at the deluxe. We're gonna do a fun snap cut here where we just magically, the retail's put away and you get to see the deluxe. You don't have to wait.
Here it is.
The deluxe edition. Let's dive into it. So we got the alternate art cover. It's a little bit bigger of a box because we got a little bit more to fit in here.
Look at how nice these bags came out.
Yeah, so for starters,
we've got... that noise? Hang on, we got an ASMR there.
Ooh. For starters, we've got full color printed bags for your rooms and guests. The rooms are the same. They're punch board, a whole lot of punch board. The guests, though, are a little bit different. Josh, let's take some of these out onto the table.
Absolutely.
So people can get a feel for what these are.
Oh, I wish I could actually feel how nice these are.
So for the deluxe edition, rather than punchboard guest tokens, you're going to get these lovely acrylic guest tokens. They almost look like shadow boxes, the way that this glass layers onto the artwork. You get this kind of subtle shadow going onto the art. I can kind of hold one up here for you to look. It may be kind of hard to see on camera. So we've got these fully acrylic, full color printed on both sides guest tokens in the deluxe edition, in addition to these lovely full color bags here. But another big call out for the deluxe edition, in addition to those acrylic guests, is an extended game tray. We've got a mega tray that's got this lovely mountain sculpting here up at the top. It's got a space for your guests here down at the bottom. And then your ski lift tile is actually gonna pop in. It's pretty snug, actually. Might even be too snug. You might have to make this a little less snug. Where it pops in on the left side here, and it's just held in place in the tray. You'll get your guest tokens down there on the bottom, and then just as before in the retail one, your rooms will come out here in this display like so. Same as the retail, we wanted to have that lovely sliding mechanic in the deluxe, even with the extended tray. So we've got these finger holds on the right and left hand side that you'll be able to use to pick it up and slide the tray just as before. We'll cut out me just sitting here putting tiles in, making sure I'm not putting too many blues because all the blues are on top.
I'm gonna do a real quick drop of it.
Oh, sure. Let's show off the slide. Wee! And it is mandatory that you say wee anytime you do it.
Oh,
So satisfying.
I love it.
That is the expanded room tray, but we didn't want to just stop there. Again, there's a functionality piece to this tray, but there's also a organizational piece. The deluxe edition extends that organization to hold the guests, to hold the ski tile, but also to hold the amenities. We've got this fantastic cabin tray that the tray designer took the illustration from the box of the cabin and tried to incorporate the kind of roofing style into the design of this tray. This will go kind of, wherever you've got space for it, and it will hold your display of amenities. And just like in the room tray over here, these have these little ridges underneath the tiles where you'll be able to just pop the tiles out. And then the rest of the amenities will just kind of sit over in this draw deck. And you can kind of notice that there's a lot of empty space here. Do with that what you will. We definitely intend to have more amenities come out in the future, and we wanted to make sure that there's plenty of extra space for extra amenity tiles down the road, so that nothing is kind of invalidating your trays in the future. And then you've still got your lovely elevators. You've got your custom wood still in here.
I want to highlight something about this tray too. Two things about this tray. So everything about this was intentional, which is almost crazy to say, but truly everything about this is intentional. This will be, these ridges have a use. And you're probably thinking, if you haven't read through the rule book, why are there these extra ridges? I'm sure you don't need those to hold this in place. That's true. However, when you play solo, you will use the first player token becomes a mechanical piece of solo mode. And it will actually live on the tray.
Will hold the first player token as you're moving it up along here and playing solo mode, so that when you tip the tray, it doesn't fall off. Yeah. So that's the purpose of those.
Everything stays in place so that you can lift this up and move it around and nothing just falls out. And even these, the design for why it is shaped like this, not only does it fit this perfectly, but also it kind of looks like a ski lift chair.
That was
which is just a
lovely little detail,
It's so silly. I love it.
I've also got a score pad. I forgot to grab this out in the retail edition. The deluxe has twice as many pages as the retail does. I believe it's 100 double-sided pages, so up to 200 games that you can score if they were full 4-player games. If you can get through this whole score pad, email me. I will send you as many score pads as you want if you can somehow get through this whole score pad. But just makes scoring a lot easier. Helps you keep everything tracked and add everything up. So that is the Deluxe Edition. We've got lovely full-color bags, the acrylic guest tokens, extended trays, the alternate cover. We've got a twice as thick score pad, all kinds of fun glow-ups from the retail edition. Definitely not necessary, but like, come on, look at this table presence, am I right? Like, look at this is great. That's the Deluxe Edition. The Deluxe Edition is going to have an MSRP of $70. Retail will be at $40. There are going to be some extra things you get alongside of those things on the Kickstarter. I think we'll probably keep those things a little bit hidden for now. But the pledge tiers will be $40 and $70, but you will be getting more than just the retail and the Deluxe game.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. Some fun extra bonuses.
It's pretty freaking cool.
It's
kind of cool.
They're pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Not to hype it up too much, but it's pretty cool.
And they're not stretch goals either. So all of the things we're making now, and this part of this is the pains of being a small publisher that can't afford to just put some of those money into things later on. We need to know exactly how much we're spending.
Yeah.
These are not stretch goal things we're going to put on the Kickstarter. They are promos and things that you can purchase or add on or that will come with your copy because we want them there. Now, obviously, stretch goals and stuff, those are awesome for publishers that are able to do them. I love that. It's not something we're going to do with this. All the content that you're going to get on Kickstarter is content that's there because we thought about it, we intended for it to be there, and it wasn't last minute.
And hopefully you can tell that from looking at this product, looking at it on the table, looking at the Kickstarter page. Everything is fully fleshed out. Like, this is a finished, we're showing you a pre-production copy right now 2 months before the campaign is going to go live. More than 2 months before the campaign is going to go live. Because we want that finished product feeling, and we want you to feel really confident in the game that you're getting. And because we want that quick turnaround time. I mean, Thief's Market was a campaign in March. In March.
Yeah.
March, April, and then we fulfilled it in 6 months in September. How many Kickstarter campaigns are you having fulfilled in 6 months? Not many. And that's because of all this work that we're putting in at the start, which part of what makes stretch goals just not really fit into the model of how we want to make games.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
We're hoping that you're really excited about the things that we're making. We're really excited about Lodge. I'm so glad that we got to show it to you in person here at PAX Unplugged.
I have one ask for everybody that's watching this. We're a small publisher. We don't have a huge marketing budget. If you're at all interested in Thief's Market or Lodge, tell your friends about us. Nobody knows we exist because how would they know we exist? We are a very small independent publisher that doesn't have the money to get in front of a lot of eyes. So if you can help spread the word about what we're doing and why we care about sharing games with people, we believe that games are art, that you can participate in art and storytelling through participating in games. It's a beautiful thing. So help spread the word. Help us by sharing this with one person that likes board games or your board game friendly local game store. That helps us a lot.
We'll put the link up on screen. It's real easy too. It's just lodge.pickpocket.games. Nice and simple. Thank y'all for joining us, Josh. Let's go enjoy some PAX Unplugged games. Let's go hang out. Let's play some stuff. I hope that we see some of the people watching this here at PAX. Probably not. This is going to come out after PAX. It's weird. How do I talk about this? If you're somehow seeing this, no, that doesn't work.
Here, I got it.
Josh is going to wrap us up.
I have already had people stop me here at PAX because they know about what we do at Pickpocket Games. That is so cool, very humbling. If you see us around, I know this video came out afterwards. If you stopped us and talked to us about Lodge or Thief's Market, thank you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you for participating in our art, and we're thrilled to be here.
I love talking with people about games, especially our games, obviously. This extends to all conventions. If you're ever at a convention and you see me or Josh, please don't be afraid to stop and say hello and chat with us or ask, do we want to sit down and play a game? If we have the time, we'd love to. I love playing games and talking with people about games and just getting to share in that joy of a shared experience together at a table, a physical, tactile shared experience. Let's get together. Let's hang out. So thank you all for the support. We are so excited about Lodge. We are so excited that it feels like the countdown timer has begun of we are less than 2 months away. Pre-production copies are here. The base game is completely wrapped. It's getting real. It's feeling real. And we're really excited to bring this game to you. and get it into your hands next year. So thank you for all the support. We will catch you next month. Peace.